Hey y'all, for those of you who don't know me, my name's William. Although they're not in this car with me, I'm accompanied by Kendall, Hannah, Grace, Sarah, and Destiny. This is the intro to our PSA presentation about not drinking and driving. But without further ado, let's get started.
Ways to avoid drinking and driving. 1. Educate yourself on alcohol usage. 2. Know your limit. 3. Think before you take any actions.
In the U.S., you have to be 21 years or older to legally consume alcohol. In every state except for Utah, the blood alcohol level that is illegal to drive is 0.08 or higher. In Utah, the level is 0.05. A variety of factors influence the way alcohol affects our bodies. These factors include the amount consumed, an individual's medical history, the body size of the person, the tolerance of alcohol, and as well as mixing with other drugs, illegal or legal. Here are some tips to drink responsibly. 1. Never partake in binge drinking. 2. Never mix drugs with alcohol. 3. Never eat on an empty stomach. 4. Check your family history. And 5. Drink water.
I will be talking about the connection between fermentation and PSA levels. Fermentation is when an organism converts its carbohydrates into an alcohol or an acid. PSA levels, or blood alcohol content, measures how much alcohol is in your blood. PSA levels actually differs significantly between a man and a woman, but depending on your weight, it could take much longer to metabolize the alcohol in your body.
All alcoholic beverages go through the process of being fermented, but only a few go a step further to be distilled. Distilled alcoholic beverages have a higher alcohol by volume than beverages that only go through fermentation. Fermented beverages consist of wine, beer, and ciders, and distilled beverages consist of liquors and spirits.
We are going to talk about alcohol poisoning. First and foremost, alcohol poisoning is serious, and it happens when there is too much alcohol in the blood from drinking too much too quickly, and the body doesn't have enough time to process it. Some signs and symptoms of alcohol poisoning include confusion, repeated vomiting, passing out. If that person is passed out and they are unconscious and unresponsive, that's a sign of alcohol poisoning. If you notice signs and symptoms of alcohol poisoning in an individual who has been drinking, you should get help by calling 911. Stay with the individual and do not worry about getting in trouble, because alcohol poisoning can be pretty deadly. Also, do not try to make the individual vomit. That is a choking risk.
We're going to start talking now about knowing your limit. As we discovered in previous slides, the acceptable limit that you can still drive under the influence of alcohol is just under 8%. If you go 8% or above, it's considered illegal. You cannot drive on motorways or operate a motor vehicle. I just wanted to make something very apparent, that knowing your limit and knowing other people's limits when they're consuming alcohol is very important, because you can end up getting someone killed, which is what we're going to talk about in the next slide. But I just wanted to give you an example. Just recently, one of my old high school basketball teammates actually passed away last week because someone driving under the influence hit him, and he was trapped in his car, and unfortunately he passed away. So that's just an example that we're going to talk about more in the next slide, of how the effects of alcohol can affect you and others around you, and possibly put you and others in danger.
I will be talking about some statistics on deaths in Texas caused by intoxication. In 2019, it was reported that 812 deaths were caused by intoxication while driving. The Texas Department of Transportation stated that a person is either injured or killed in a drunk driving accident every 20 minutes in Texas. As a matter of fact, 40% of all traffic fatalities in Texas are attributed to alcohol, but due to dedicated efforts, the rates of fatal crashes and drink driving have gone down. Overall, remember to be smart and to think before you take any actions.